Hello students, I am Deepika Prajapati from Computer Department and today we are going to study about chapter number 3 Arrays and Function, and let's start the new topic of the array, accessing array element. In a previous video lecture we already studied about the topic of array, types of array. So let's start the revise this topic. Types of array, first of all index array, second one associative array, and third one multidimensional array. So in a previous video lecture we already seen about the index array, and index array is also known as a numeric array. Why it's known as a numeric array? Because in an index array we declare the array using a numeric digit. So these types of numeric digit is known as the indexing size of the variable. So this is the size of variable declared as a numeric, so it's known as a index array as well as numeric array. Second type હતો આપણો associative array. Associative array શું provides કરે છે? Associative array define the name of variable. Define the name of variable, it's nothing but given as a string. So this is the second type of array. And third, multidimensional array. So multidimensional array provides the nested, means one statement using another statement. So it's known as a multidimensional array. So we can use the one array, otherwise more than one array within a one array. So it's known as a multidimensional array. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about accessing array element. So accessing array element, how to use? So accessing array element, use of the printr function. So we have to use this function for print information about a variable. Printr function નો યુઝ શું છે? એ આપણને શું આપે છે? Print information about a variable, and this variable is nothing but our array declaration. This is our array name. So, printr function is used to print information about a variable. Variable is nothing but our array. So, printr function accessing an array element. So, for example, declare as a mention of PHP, then here I declare as a $sign my array. This is our array declaration. Then keyword use the array and given the value of array. So here A, B and C is the value of variable as well as our array, and then use the printr function. And then we have to use the printr function for the print information about the variable. So I can use the printr function for the print information of the variable, and then initialize $sign my array. And this my array is nothing but our declaration of array name. So why we can use the printr function? Printr function is used to print the information about variable as well as array. So we have to use the printr function for the printing information about variable as well as array name at the runtime. Then what given the output? Output માં આપણને શું મળશે? Using the printr function, here initialize my array bind કરાવડાઈશું. Then my array માં કઈ કઈ વેલ્યુ આપી છે? A, B and C. So this is the nothing but index size of value as 0. So 0 consider as a A, then 1 as a B, and then 2 as a C. So this is the index size of the A 0, index size of the B as a 1, and index size of C as a 2. So here given the output as given the following: array as a 0 contain A, 1 contain B, and 2 contain C. So this is the example of using the printr function. Next, you can refer to individual element of an array in PHP, then using its key value as below. PHP ની અંદર key value echo statement array as a 1. So what the output of this program? Because here I declare the statement using the echo, then what given the output as a $myArray 1. So here the index size of 0 as a A, the index size of B as a 1, and then index size of C as a 2. So here print the 1. Index size print the 1 of the array declaration myArray. So given the output 1 as a B. So output ની અંદર આપણને શું મળશે as a B. So B is the value of our variable declaration of array. And here B contained in a memory as a index size 1. So given the output as a B. અહીંયા આપણને આઉટપુટમાં A નહીં મળે. Why? Because the index array always starting with 0. So here the starting with 0 as consider A, second 1 B, and 2 consider as a C. So following this the program is using the key value as PHP. So here the declaration of this is nothing but our key value. Then next એના પછીનો ટોપિક સ્ટાર્ટ કરીએ. So the next topic is changing elements. What the meaning of changing elements? If we already declare a value of variable, suppose we already declare a value of variable like this Apache, MySQL and PHP. So these are the value of variable already declared. But if we want to change instead of MySQL and given as a Oracle, then what happens? Suppose we already declare these types of value of variable Apache, MySQL and PHP, and at this time we want to change the Oracle given as the instead of MySQL. Then how to write these types of program? Suppose you can also change the value of element using an index. So if we want to change a value of variable, then you can also change the value of element using an index. So index is nothing but the numeric digit 0, 1, 2, 3 and so and so. So here given the index value 0 as a Apache, 1 as a MySQL and 2 as a PHP. Means કે અહીંયા જે મેં પ્રેક્ટિકલી પ્રોગ્રામ લખેલો છે declaration as a variable as well as array in myArray, then given the keyword array, and here given the value as a 0 index Apache, 1 index MySQL and 2 index PHP. And then we want to change the MySQL and write Oracle instead of the MySQL. Then use the index, then use the element using index. So here MySQL index value શું છે 1. So we have to write using this array name 1 is equals to given the value of array. So here I have to write the Oracle as the index value 1 of the array name and then change at the runtime Apache, Oracle and PHP. So this statement using the function variable myArray given the index value and then given the value and using the loop. Suppose initialization index value 0, then given the condition I less than 3 and use the post increment as a I, then print the statement myArray, call the I, break and stop. So whenever the start of the run program using the index value 0, so here 0 up to ક્યાં સુધી જવાનું છે 3 સુધી. So 0, 1 and 2. So given the value at run time 0 as a Apache, then 1 want to change element, if you want to change any of the element variable value, then using index value. So this is about the changing element concept. Now next new concept. So the next topic is add elements to array. So even if we want to add any element, then what? Add elements to array. Suppose we want to add element in an array, then use the array push function. Means આપણી જોડે જે એરેના એલિમેન્ટ્સ છે એની વેલ્યુ છે એમાં કોઈ આપણે એટ એ ટાઈમ એડ કરવી છે એટ એ કમ્પાઇલ ટાઈમ નોટ રન ટાઈમ ત્યારે એરે પુશ ફંક્શનનો યુઝ કરવાનો છે. સો યુઝિંગ ધ એરે પુશ ફંક્શન ઇન્સર્ટ a one otherwise more elements to the end of array. મીન્સ કે જે એરેની વેલ્યુ આપણે ડિફાઇન કરીશું એમાં એટ લાસ્ટની અંદર કોઈ એલિમેન્ટ એડ કરવાનું છે ત્યારે આપણે કયું ફંક્શનનો યુઝ કરવાનો છે? એરે પુશ ફંક્શન. So here this is the syntax about array push function. So declare the array push function into bracket. First given you must write down array name. First given you must write down array name, and then given you want to add a value, and then given you want to add a value. Suppose here given the value as 1, 2, so and so. So what is the array? Array is nothing but defined on the array name. અહીંયા જે આપણે array name define કરીશું એ જ આપણે array push function ની અંદર first define કરવાનું છે, જે રીતે syntax ની અંદર કીધું છે define array. So you must define array because this is a required field. This is a required. Second, value 1. Value 1 is nothing but you want to add any value. You want to add any value at end of array. At end of array. So this is the value you want to add any value at the end of array. So here you show array push function given a array name. Array name શું છે? $myArray, and then given the value php and .NET. We already here the print using myArray, Apache and MySQL. Then Apache and MySQL show at the runtime using the printer function. So printer function પહેલા આપણને આઉટપુટમાં શું શો કરશે? Apache and MySQL. Then we use the myArray as the index size is default, and then add Oracle. Then Apache, MySQL and Oracle show at the runtime with the three index values 0, 1 and 2. Then we use the array push function. Why we use the array push function? Because we want to add PHP and .NET at end of the array. Why we use the array push function? Because we want to add PHP and .NET at end of array. So finally given the output Apache, MySQL, Oracle, PHP and .NET, and then printer function finally find out using the array name. So what given the output of this program? So આ પ્રોગ્રામનો આપણને આઉટપુટ શું મળશે? So here the output of this program, first of all given the printer function as a following first statement. પહેલા printer function ની અંદર આપણે array call કરાવડાયું, સોરી bind કરાવડાયું છે. So એની અંદર આપણને શું મળશે? Apache and MySQL. So here given the output as the array into bracket 0 index પર મળશે આપણને Apache, and then 1 index પર મળશે આપણને MySQL. This is the first output. Then break statement. એના પછી આપણે શું યુઝ કર્યું છે? Oracle. Oracle ને શું કરાવવાનું છે? As a myArray using the index value as a size default. So Oracle table. Then use the push function for adding two elements. So as per rules, the syntax of array push function, you must declare the array name and then given the value 1, value 2, value 3, so and so. So here I declare the first my array as the array name, then given the value of PHP 1 and then given the value of .NET as a 2. So लास्ट में अगर आपने आउटपुट શું મળશે array into bracket 0 index પર મળશે Apache, then as a 1 MySQL and then as a 2 index given to the value Oracle and then here given the 3 consider as PHP and index size of value 4 consider as a .NET. So this is the concept about array push function. So why we can use the array push function? So whenever we want to add any element, one otherwise more than one element at the end of array, then we use the array push function. So dear all students, I hope you all are easily understand from this video lecture. If anyone have a doubt, then please comment on Google Classroom. Thank you.
So let's start our practically perform. So I define ARR as a variable, otherwise array name, then given a keyword array, and here I given the value of array 10, 20 and into double quotation hello as a string. So here 10, 20 and hello are the values of variable as well as array as ARR. So using the printar function, so I write down the printar function for declare information of the variable at a runtime. So using print r into bracket initialize the array name. So here the array name as a ARR. So I bind the array using the printar function. So the printar function is used for the given information of the variable at a runtime. So here the variable value is a 10, 20 and hello. So now here this is the output of this practical performance with the printar function. So ARR means our array name. So array conduct 10 as index value 0, 20 as the index value 1 and hello as the index value 2. So 0, 1 and 2 as the index value of the 10, 20 and hello. And these all are the value of a variable as well as array ARR. So as we know in a video lecture, we already discussed about the printar function in a theory base. So how to use the printar function and why we can use the printar function in a PHP language, because now the second define the R number and given the value 101 and second name. Suppose અહીંયા name આપું છું admin, in double quotation માં admin આપી દઉં છું. So here the R number and name is the same working as the index value by default automatically generated 0 and 1. So here the R number and name of the array, you all are show the value of variable array. Here take a position index R0 as a 101, then index name as a admin. So R number and name is nothing but our index size of the variable value. So here the R number and name same working as the index value sizing a 0, 1, 2 numeric digit so and so. So here we already defined the R number and given the value of variable 101. So declare as these types of output. So here you can also use the customize index position size, and also use the by default automatically assign. So in a previous video lecture we already discussed about the printer function. Why we use the printer function? Because the whenever accessing a element of the variable, then how to use the printer function in a PHP. And why we use the printer function in PHP? Because the printer function give the information of the variable at a runtime. So here declare a double R as a variable name as well as array name, and given a R number 101, name admin. This is a nothing but the value of variable a double R as well as our variable name array name. So this is the demo of printer function.